So Thailand cost of living, we're gonna talk about that in this video. So by the end of this, you guys will have a kind of a clear idea of how much money you would need to live out here in Thailand. That question's been asked to me a lot. You guys, you know, how much do you need to have saved? How much money do you need to make to be out here? So I'm gonna break it down in this video, but featuring an island day. I woke up this morning, I was like, the weather looks nice. I feel good, so why not go to Koh Larn again? You know what I'm saying? Koh Larn is always a nice little day trip, never does me wrong. That's what I'm headed to right now. I'll bring you guys with me. I've done a video on them before, but this will be another one, but specifically throughout the video, I'm gonna be talking about the cost of living so you guys can at least have that information. Anyway, let's catch this boat and get it going. Bali High Pier, that's where you catch the boat to go to Koh Larn. There's a ferry and then there's a speedboat. I never do the ferry because it's a lot cheaper, but with that being said, a lot cheaper compared to something that's already cheap. A speedboat is like 200 baht, taking the ferry might be like 40 baht, but it's a lot longer. It's like 40 baht in 40 minutes. I'd rather just take the speedboat, you know what I'm saying? Pay a little $5, $6 to get there. So anyway, right here in the pier, you just walk, catch any of these boats. Tell them, you know, if you want a one-way ticket or round trip, whatever. I'm just saying which one I want to catch. Let me move with the crowd a little bit. I'm gonna go over here to this one and see if I can catch a little boat real quick. Y'all just waiting on this boat to take off. So 300 baht round trip, leaving at 5. That's what time the last boat leaves here on Koh Larn Island. So be sure if you come here, unless you're staying at like a hotel on the island for the night, that you catch your boat by like 4:45, or else you're gonna have to either be stranded or there's arrangements you can make to get like a private boat to come pick you up. It's probably gonna cost you more money, but you know what I'm saying? If you ain't worried about it, then do whatever you want. Alright y'all, so I have made it to the beach. Right now in Koh Larn, or just Thailand in general, right now is low season. So this whole area is not near as busy as it normally would be. Which, if you're kind of like me, motorbike over there? Yeah. Okay. Okay, thank you. If you're kind of like me, you know what I'm saying, I kind of appreciate the less busyness of it here. I don't like when it's too crowded, you know what I'm saying? I like a little crowd for the vibe, but I don't want too many people. So now I'm about to rent a motorbike. Should only cost about 200 baht. Maybe I can even negotiate down to 150 since it's low season. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta engage your negotiation skills when in Thailand. Never pay the first price. I didn't get it on camera, but the first guy was like 300 baht. I'm not paying that. Then I'm like 200. He's like, can't do 250. I put gasoline. They put gasoline anyway every single time. So I'm like, no, I'm not doing 250 either. He's like, can't do. Another guy comes. He's trying to do 250 as well. I'm like, no, I'm doing 200. Okay, come now. Yeah, see? Just stick to your guns. You'll get the price you want.
4:30 from here, huh?
Yeah, it'll be about 4:30. Okay. Thank you. Let's make sure everything is good. All right. One thing you guys got to do too is evaluate the bike before you take it. Make sure that you cover all the marks. They've never blamed me for no damage, but you always got to make sure that you point out stuff before you take the bike. All right, bet. All right, y'all, we got the bike. Time to get going. As y'all can see, your boy is a freaking professional on these motorbikes, you know what I'm saying? Get at your boy. No, I'm playing. Anyway, my first stop when I get to the island is always to go to 7-Eleven. That's why I grab, you know, like some beers, some waters, and I throw them in the trunk of the motorbike, which is under the seat. You know what I'm saying? Now I got some drinks for the rest of the day, for the low. Trusty 7-Eleven. All right, let's get this 4-pack.
I'm sorry we don't have a plastic bag.
That's fine. All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna check out Nul Beach. I'm gonna take you guys to all the beaches today since I got the bike. We got Nul Beach, we got Viewpoint, we got Tien Beach, and we got Same Beach. I think I'm saying these right, or I might be saying them wrong. We'll also be getting some street food while we're on the island, or maybe we'll try a restaurant, whatever, as well as, you know, have a couple of beers, and then, like I said, we'll talk about cost of living very shortly. Also, if you're not good at riding motorbikes, coming to the island is a good place to learn. It's not busy, especially right now. You can get, you know, proficient in riding a motorbike while there's no traffic. Anyway, enjoy the views. All right, I'm here on Newell Beach. I'm gonna walk you guys around. Buddy thought I was a sucker. He was like, oh, park over here. And he was like 20 baht. I'm like, I've never paid for parking over here. Once I said that, he was like, okay. So he knew he was trying to finesse, but he thought I would just be like, oh, 20 baht, I'm a foreigner, I'm stupid, here's your money. They will get you out here, trust me. I'm gonna give you out some more game too. If you come out here and you want a jet ski, they're gonna quote you at the first highest price. They're gonna say something like he just told me here, 1,300 baht. First of all, it's low season. Second of all, even during high season, I think I paid 800 baht for a half an hour. And that's during busy season. So whatever price they tell you, once again, guys, negotiate. But enough of my yapping. Let me show you guys the beautiful water. Newell Beach, y'all. I think there's like, if you can like walk this way, it's like a monkey cave or something. You can rent a chair, sit on the beach. You can order some food. I typically don't spend too much time at this beach over here. I like the other ones better, but this one is still nice. But the heat is heating. I gotta take this shirt off. It's time to go shirtless. I know that's what y'all been waiting for. Y'all wanna see this sexy chocolate. Bring a towel. You can always sit on the beach for free. If you wanna rent a chair, it's gonna cost you maybe like 100 baht, maybe 50 or 100, I don't know, nothing crazy. Like $3, no biggie, we're not tripping over that. Oh, somebody buy me a drone. If you buy me a drone, I'll shout you out in the channel and I'll love you forever. I used to have a drone. I don't have no more though. And I need a new one. Because if I had some drone footage out here, that would be sick. All right, y'all, so found me a little spot to chill out here on Newell Beach. And let's now talk Thailand cost of living. Now, what I'm about to tell you will apply whether you decide to stay in Phuket, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Pattaya. I'll base everything kind of off of Pattaya, but the prices aren't going to differentiate too much based on where you're at. Yeah, if you're in Bangkok or Phuket, you might pay slightly higher than if you're here in Pattaya. But as far as a big difference in cost, not much. So let's break this down. You're an expat, you want to move to Thailand. Let's answer the first question. How much money should you have saved before you come here? And for that, I would say this, and this is probably going to surprise you. There's kind of two answers. One, you can have $0 saved if you have cash flow. It's honest opinion. I tell you guys over and over and over again, cash flow is more important than savings. Savings depletes, cash flow keeps coming over and over again. I would rather have a cash flowing asset than a savings because I know that something's going to continually pay me. With that being said, if you want to know an exact number, there is no exact number of how much you should have saved. At least $2,000-$3,000 if you want to talk savings. That's enough if you have cash flow. Now, if you do not have cash flow and you think that you're going to move out here and you will build something, whether it's a remote business or whatever, while you're out here, and you're going to initially come on savings, different story. If you don't have any cash flow and you're like, okay, I want to be able to get by for at least 6 months, then take at least $1,500, multiply it by 6, so you're going to be talking about at least $7,000-$8,000 in savings to last you 6 months at least while you try to build something. With that being said, whether you're on cash flow or savings, you do want to be budgeting your money. But let's now get into specifics. Why did I say $1,500? Okay, so let's talk the most important thing here, which is going to be rent costs. You can get an apartment here or a condo, whatever, as low as $200 a month, which is going to be about 7,000 or 7,500 baht, right? Not gonna be the fanciest of condos, but you can definitely get a nice spot for that price. It'd be decent, right? Could be, you can even get a 1-bedroom for that price. What else do we got here? So on up from there. So I would say a good budget for rent is anywhere between $200 to $600. If you have that much of wiggle room for your accommodation, then $600 can get you, 5 or 6 can get you a really nice place, luxury amenities and whatnot. And that's if you sign a lease. Airbnb, of course, is going to be more expensive. You want to incorporate electricity costs. I'm sorry. This chick that just walked by kind of fine. Threw my whole chat off. Anyway. All right, so electricity costs. Let's say 2,000 baht a month, which would be about $60 for electric. That's, you know, a pretty typical use. If you don't use your AC as much, then the cost will be less. The aircon is what takes up most of the budget. Next, most important thing is going to be food. So food costs. Well, let's just say right now we're at a total cost of $360. That's with our rent being $300 and electricity being $60. We're at $360. For food costs, this one is a big difference depending on if you're eating Thai food or Western food. You eat Thai food, I'm talking about like food carts, and if you stay in the right area, you'll have a good choice of food vendors that are in walking distance to your apartment where you can pay about 50-60 baht and have a decent sized meal. I mean, like fried rice, pad thai, pad krapao, for a very reasonable number, right? So let's say you're eating at that price range, you're eating like a local, then you can budget about, let's say, 200 baht a day for food. That's $7. I'll put all the math on screen. We'll multiply 7 by 30 days. So that would be $210 a month on food. If you're like, I don't really want to do Thai food, I want Western food, then go ahead and at least double and a half your budget for food, because Western food is going to cost very similar to what you would pay in the States. So if you're eating Western food 3 times a day, let's say your average meal is now costing about 200 baht. Now you're looking at $21 a day. That's 3 meals a day, right? Times 30 days. So you get a lot higher of a cost. And if you were in between doing a mix of Western food and Thai food, then I would say multiply that initial budget by maybe 1.5 and you can kind of have that sweet spot. So let's just say right now we'll take 360, add in about 250. And let's just go ahead and round it up to about $600 between accommodation, electricity, and food. Now what else do we need? We got transportation, right? Getting around. If you're comfortable, you want to rent a motorbike, you should be able to pay about $100 a month, which is going to be about 3,500 baht or 4,000 baht to rent a motorbike. Gasoline costs won't add in that much, so I won't even worry about it. Now, if you don't rent, you're like, I'm not comfortable riding a motorbike by myself, but I'm comfortable riding with a grab ride or boat. Your average ride is probably going to cost you about 50 baht to get, if you're not going too far, and that's going to be about $1.50. I don't know what your daily schedule is or how many places you go. Let's just go ahead and round transportation costing still about between $100 to $150 a month to get around on a motorbike, whether you rent one or ride. If you don't want to take motorbikes at all, you want to take taxi, then go ahead and take the motorbike budget, double it, and there you go. So now let's say we're at a total cost of $750 to $800 a month. Transportation, electricity, accommodation, food. We've covered the main things. Okay, what about phone, internet? A regular phone card or a SIM card is going to cost you about 300 baht, 350 baht a month for your data and everything. Now, I recently found out, because when I came back here, I met a guy. He had some really fast Wi-Fi, unlimited plan and everything. I'm like, how much is that? So I got it through AIS, and it cost me 1,700 baht to get the SIM card and the service. This is the fastest internet you can get on your phone, 5G if it is compatible, unlimited. So you take 1,700 baht, you're paying, that's about $50 if you want fast internet, which I know most of you guys are going to want. If you're coming to Thailand, you're working remote, and this speed is good enough to connect devices to your hotspot off your phone for your internet. So let's just say internet phone service costs a month $50 if you want fast. If you don't, you just cool with whatever speed, then you're only gonna pay $9 a month, which is a lot different. But I'm gonna round to the higher end because I'm gonna guess that you guys want fast internet. So let's say now we're about $850. We're still under $1,000. The reason why I'm underestimating right now is because life happens, you know what I'm saying? You go on dates, you want to eat out sometimes, you want to take a day trip somewhere, whatever. I want to give you guys wiggle room. The next thing would be like insurance, all right? So you want to at least have some type of travel insurance. Check out Safety Wing. I'm plugging. $45 a month is what will cover your emergency medical incidents, as well as travel interruption or lost luggage if you happen to travel around and lose something. I think it's like a $250 deductible, but $45 a month. $45 a month gets you kind of covered in case you have, a freak accident out here. Motorbike wreck or whatever. So many foreigners have come out here, have no insurance, ride a bike that's 150cc or one of the bigger bikes they're not experienced riding with, crash. They might have had some type of insurance, but it didn't cover it, didn't pay out because they violated a rule. And now they're on GoFundMe trying to raise $200,000 to pay the hospital bill, some $50,000 or $200,000 to get out of here and cover the bill. So don't let the BU get some coverage, and also make sure you read the coverage and make sure you're not violating the rules, okay? So outside of that though, like dental, your regular dental cleanings, you don't need insurance, just pay out of pocket, about $40 to get your mouth clean. You wanna get braces, which I'm probably gonna get soon, will cost you about $1,000 to $1,300 to get braces out here. Obviously it's a one-time expense for if you braces or whatnot. Dental cleanings, you get maybe once every 3 months, whatever. What else do we cover then? So we got insurance kind of coverage, food, let's say dating. Maybe you just want to throw in an extra $100 a month for dating. We're at about $1,000. Now, let's get into like nightlife. You guys like to drink, have fun. This is what really will change your budget. And I know guys and girls come here from all over. You got different objectives. I know that if you're a young or even middle-aged single man, that if you drink, like to have fun, then okay, I need to talk about this, right? I need to be real about it. I go out, you know what I'm saying? I drink, but I do it smart. I pregame. So I go to 7-Eleven, right? For about $7, I buy myself a little bottle, some bottle of Coca-Cola and some like ice, and I mix it, right? Now I got a good pregame drink for about $7 to start the night off. Because once you get inside clubs, the prices go up. Not nothing too crazy, but they still go up. So with that being said, you can spend as much money here in Thailand as you would back home if you're not paying attention. Are bottles and stuff cheaper here in the club than the States? Of course, like 3x cheaper. But somehow, I don't care what anyone says, somehow you still end up spending a lot of money if you're not paying attention. But if nightlife is something you're into, then go ahead and add an extra at least $500 a month going out. And you see how much that jump? $500 just for going out. But if you're like, yo, I'm not really into that, I don't do that, then cool. In reality, you can survive in Thailand on $1,000 a month if you budget, if you eat local, and if you don't have an apartment that costs too crazy. Now, I personally think the sweet spot for cost of living, I personally think the sweet spot for amount of money to at least be making is $2,000. You make $2,000 a month, even with inconveniences, you should be good, right? You should be good if you make at least $2,000 a month. I know some guys are out here making that from just, army pension or disability, social security, depending on what point of stage you are in life. Obviously, I'm self-employed, so I make it from my own labor or efforts or whatever. But I promise you guys, to generate $2,000 a month, or even $1,500 or $1,000, is not as hard as you guys think. It's not really as hard as you guys think. You just got to pick the right opportunity, put the work in. One idea you guys can do is look into agency services. Start an agency, figure out how you can serve people, provide a solution. Like me, I do digital marketing. What does that mean? I help businesses generate leads online using social media, using paid advertising. You learn a skill set that you can monetize, and you can, prove to clients, like prove your value, you can make money. And the thing I like about a model like that is that it's recurring. So you build up your clientele, you can do the numbers and be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to be making XYZ amount every single month as long as I keep my clients happy, satisfied, and they stay on board with you, while you also prospect for new clients. You also, to supplement the income, start doing YouTube. YouTube doesn't make me rich. If you guys, all transparency, I'm not rich from YouTube. But you get enough views, YouTube will, I would say this, will at least pay your rent. It'll at least pay your rent out here, you know what I'm saying? And more, depending on what you do, and if you model YouTube correctly. Oh, side note, Remote Tribe Academy, that's my website, it's my brand. Check it out, I have a free digital nomad course on the website. I give you income ideas, I break down how to find apartments, visa information, completely for free. Originally, I was gonna charge for that, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just give the game away for free, so check it out. A lot of people have registered, but I do know when things are free, people don't value them as much. So a lot of people will register, but they don't finish it. But trust me, guys, I give some valuable information in the course. So I recommend you check it out. Remote Tribe Academy, go to courses, it's free. Anyway, enough of me talking. I've been talking for like 10-15 minutes now. Time for me to get back to enjoying life. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm about to see if this girl I seen speaks English. I'm gonna assume she probably doesn't, but you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna shoot our shot and see what happens. Yeah, listen, more of the story, shoot your shot. You know what I'm saying? Your boy is 1 for 1.
You is better than therapist or?
So like that market is open every day. I think like the therapist market is it's mainly busy like on the weekend, but this one is like open every day.
Okay.
So I like it, and it's not too big, so like you can get what you want and go. They have an area where you can sit and eat. Like I go there pretty much every day. So this is currently Samay Beach. I think I'm saying that correctly. This is the second beach here. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make it to all the beaches today. If I don't, you guys can see my other vlog. I was going to try to include them in this vlog, but I ended up meeting this girl, so we've been hanging out. We've been chilling at this one beach this whole time. So anyway, as I was saying, you come to Pattaya, make sure you come to Koh Larn. All right, yeah, we're gonna check out the rockier area over here. Make sure we're nice and safe while we're up here. All right, y'all. So we're headed back to the mainland, but we just stuck in the middle of the ocean right now. I don't know what's going on. We're just floating in place. This might be it now. All right, y'all. It's been like 15 minutes. We're still sitting right here. Still don't know what's going on though. All right, y'all. So we made it back. So apparently, we ran out of gas in the middle of the ocean, so we had to wait like 15-20 minutes for another boat to refuel us up, and then we were on our way. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but a slight inconvenience. We still having a good time, you know what I'm saying? We still lit out here.